Yo, what's going on, Bro Talk Nation, man? It's your boy Eric here. Got my brother Jamarcus on, man. And tonight, man, we about to dive into something that's great. We got excited about this series. We got
Yes.
just overjoyed about what God got for us, got in store for everybody tonight and in the weeks to come. So, man, sit back. I hope you got your tea, your coffee, energy drink, your water, your lemon water with ginger, whatever you doing right now, I hope you ready. Cause we coming to sit dead in your couch and we're gonna hit you in your mouth. So, hey, if you haven't caught the last week's episode, man, definitely check it out. It was great. Had some great words. That whole series was great. God was doing some things, and it definitely motivated and pushed what's about to happen now in the weeks to come. So, man, I'm gonna get out of the way, and we gonna come forward with this word tonight, bro. What we got for the people, man?
Man, bro, you ain't even got to get out of the way on this one, bro. Like for real, for real. Like he ain't do homage, you know what I'm saying, to himself. We always give, glory to God and God comes through us, but I really want to thank E for legit being a vessel on this one cuz like this word that is coming tonight, man, literally came after that road series and we were on afterwards. I keep telling them I'm gonna record like our after thing, and I never do it. But tonight I'm gonna record the after thing. But like he got this word for this series that we're going through, and I just got two words, my God. Like this thing is about to be powerful. It's about to be good. I can feel it. Coming off of that series that we did, felt like we were in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Now we in the momentum in the finals right now. Shout out Boston up. But like, man, we are it's good, man. If you didn't catch that last series, that road series, man, head
Yeah,
over to
yeah.
the Road Talk link. Hop on YouTube. Um, don't forget to ring that bell so you can get notified like of all our new stuff. But man, please go on there and catch that last series because I'm telling y'all that road series was good, man. It was really, really good.
Mm.
But this one, man, I'm excited. And my wife prayed over me before I got on here, but I had to pray myself down because, bro, like man, when God is talking to you, man, and it's fire, bro, like it feels that's a total different feeling.
Bro.
You get chills, you
What?
feel good, man. So I know this one about to be good, bro. But
Man,
guys, let's hop on in it, man. As y'all can see at the bottom of the screen, the
let's go.
title. And if you're on Facebook, you already know like the series is called Identity Theft. And tonight we are talking about identity theft. And bro, I want to kick this off with like one of my favorite movies, dude.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
one of my favorite comedians. I'm not gonna say female comedian, I'm gonna say comedian. Melissa McCarthy stars in this movie. And she's
Okay.
playing this lady in which like she's living this lifestyle of like money. She buys what she wants. She got
Mm-hmm.
all these like credit cards and all these things. But the reason she's living that lifestyle is because everything is free because she stole someone else's identity, bro. Like, and my
Yeah.
boy Jason Batum is in this movie, and he's playing this dude named Sandy that finds out about his identity being stolen when he's
Mm-hmm.
trying to get some gas and his card gets declined, and the lady rips up his card in front of him. The dude goes to jail after that because like he missed a court date of him selling drugs. Like it's literally his life is in hell right now. I'm telling
Yeah.
him it's
Yeah, yeah.
crazy. So he meets up with her and lets her know, like, hey, you stole my identity. But the movie is called Identity Theft, and it's one of the funniest movies I've ever like heard of, bro. And I was watching that movie, a while back, and then after me and you talked about it, it started
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
into
It's literally his
about this whole thing, man, like identity theft. And it's
Yeah.
so funny, in the movie we can laugh about it, but
Mm.
one of the crazy things about it is identity theft is not fun. It's not
Man.
funny. Ain't nothing about it good. I don't know if y'all ever been through it, but identity theft sucks. Like for real, for real. I had my
Man.
identity stolen with a phone I tried to get in way back in the day, and these people kept putting out loans in my name. Like I was crazy. Credit score shot, all these
Yeah,
things helping, right? Like
yeah,
if you go through identity theft, bro, you feel unsafe, you feel violated, you feel like somebody's all in your business. So your
yeah.
identity's been stolen. So the crazy thing is, bro, like this has to deal with the worldly possessions. But what if I told you that your identity spiritually could be
Mm.
stolen?
Let's get
Like a
it,
lot
boy.
of times we
Let's
think about
get it.
identity of just the worldly possessions. But what if
Yeah,
I told
yeah.
you that your identity spiritually can be stolen and it still causes the same problems of financial problems, relationship problems, legal problems, bro?
Mm.
Like this movie kicking off, y'all. We already there. Like we're here to talk about identity theft, bro. I don't know if you wanted to hop in real quick before we give them this juice. But, woo.
Hey, man, I'm a hop right on in with a testimony, bro. And I said,
Mm,
this is how I know this series is gonna be good, man. And I don't know if y'all been following Bro Talk for a long time. Um, we're here giving y'all the word, and it's not our word; it's what God gives to us what He gives to us, and we're just
yep.
a vessel, right? At the beginning of Bro Talk, you saw two lost men that didn't have an identity, and as we said yes to God, the identity came,
Oh, that's good. I
right?
like
We
that right
started
there.
learning who we are. And once you learn who you are, you walk with a different kind of authority,
Mm,
right? So, hot, open, transparent. Me and my son we were in the kitchen like an hour ago, and my son was sitting there, and he came to me. He was like, Daddy, I need to take my medicine to go to sleep at night. His mom gives him melatonin, and this is not a shout at his mom. I'm just setting the scene for what happened. And I'm sitting there telling him, like, son, you don't need medicine to go to sleep, right? You don't need those things that you think are what you think you need, you don't need it because you've been operating without it.
oh, that's good.
So I had to speak to him because he then started speaking other negative things. I'm trouble. Saying you're not trouble, son. You're a child of God. You're love.
Ooh.
You're an awesome kid.
Oh, that's good.
See, once you once you find your identity,
Yeah.
see the enemy is gonna try you and try to tell you. It may not even try to tell you. It may try to tell your kids who they are.
Yeah.
But see, as you develop your identity in God, it's time for us to use this juice. So we got to speak back to them things that's gonna tell you who you are, or tell your kids who you are, or tell your best friend who they are. But it's up to you to, now that you're walking in this light, to turn back to that enemy and say, no, you're not stealing nobody's identity here, right? I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you what the word says because God
Yeah. Yeah.
already said who you are. So we about to get into it,
Bro,
man.
that's
I'm
so
telling
good.
y'all,
Bro,
man.
that's so good, man. Bro, I man, we not even in there yet, and the juice is already being
Let's
squeezed,
get it,
bro.
bro.
Like
Let's get it, bro.
we got to kick off this series, bro. And I wanna, you already made it hot, and you open it up, and you already kind of open it up to what we're going into. But a lot of times when we dive into our problems, when we dive into the things that we're struggling with, we don't go back to the beginning. We usually always start. We always start at the end or try to start in the middle. So on this series we about to walk through with y'all, we're gonna start in the beginning. I gotta take you all the way back to show you identity theft, right? And I need y'all to know I'm gonna post it in here so y'all can see it on the verses that we got. Like the series anchor verses Mark 5, 1 through 19. That's a lot of Bible. I ain't even about to read that to y'all because there's a lot of words in there that I would have to stumble over, but I need y'all to go read that, right? But tonight's verse, right, I am gonna read to you because it's so important, it's so good. It's Genesis 3, 1 through 7, man. And I told y'all I was gonna take y'all back so that y'all can see how this thing worked. This is in the beginning. And I'm telling y'all right now, this was the first identity theft to happen in the world. Literally, it says, now the serpent was more crafty than any of the wild animals. He was a hacker, he was a schemer. I'm setting it up for y'all right now, right? Um, he said to the woman, Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? Did he really say that? Or did he kind of hint to it, right? The woman said to the serpent, we may eat from the trees in the garden, but God did say you must not eat from the fruit from the tree in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it or you will die. So they already knew the rules. You will not certainly die, said the serpent. He already switching it up right now, right? For God knows knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be open and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. Already that
Yeah,
line
yeah.
right there, he already told you about to be out of your what? Your identity. Literally. When the woman
Mm.
saw that the fruit of the tree was good for the food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took it and ate it. She also gave some to her husband who was with her. He ate it, and then their eyes were both open, and they realized they were naked. So they sewed fig leaves together and made coverings for themselves. God, tonight, I'm going to go ahead and pray this out. Let this word hit somebody today. We're about to talk about
Yes.
identity theft.
Yes.
And God,
Yes.
you brought us
Yes.
all the way back to the beginning to show us where this thing
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
way started. It wasn't in the
Hmm.
middle, it wasn't in the end. It happened all the way in the beginning. So, God, let's go. Literally,
Let's get it.
bro, the first point of this, right? If you read Genesis over again, I got to hit y'all with this first point. The first point of this whole thing is it takes two, baby. It takes two. Literally, that song off that whole movie, It Takes Two, baby. It was ringing through my head as I was reading this. I was like,
Yeah.
literally, like, what do you mean? What do you mean that it takes two, God? See, I know, ladies, y'all want to talk about Adam wasn't at his assignment. We got that. City boys, we were down one already in the Bible. We were down. We lost. City boys down. City girls, y'all evened it up when y'all listen to the sermon on your own. So right now we're even. We're not going to talk about Adam not being where he needs to be. We already know that. We went over that. The reason why I don't want to talk about that part, and that's not the It Takes Two, the part where it takes two is a lot of us, when we're alone, is when things happen bad. If you think about it, if you were out in the city, out in the streets, if someone was trying to steal your wallet, they probably wouldn't do it around family and friends. But if you were alone, you are a target. You're an easy target for them to come in and do what they need
Hmm.
to do. Why did Eve get hit? Because she was alone, right? She was alone. So the serpent said, oh, this is easy money. If Adam was here, I probably would have had to convince too. He probably would have told her no, and all that would have happened, right? So that's why I wanted to hit y'all say that literally when we're alone, things happen. You sent a text to me and you made this point clear, and this helps out when people are alone. Anything you feed will grow. Anything you starve will die. So my question is, what are you doing alone? Like, what are you feeding in your alone time? What are you starving in your alone time? This is where the devil wants a lot of us. So what are you doing in your alone time sets the scene for your identity theft to come about, bro. Now, bro,
Hmm.
I'm about to turn it
Hmm.
over to you in a little bit to get you in here. Like
Hmm.
when the
Hmm.
enemy got her alone, right? That's what we talked about. It was easy for him to steal. But like, this is what I gotta ask y'all. Reading that verse, God hit me with a question. He said, Jamarcus, when did you think the identity theft happened? Did it happen when she ate the apple? Did it happen when she listened to the serpent? Did it happen when she was listening to the enemy? And I was like, God, what you talking about? I'm lost. You got to help me out. I'm not understanding it.
Hmm.
He
Hmm.
said, see, that's the problem. A lot of us think our identity is stolen when the act happens. It's not when the act happens, it happens after the sin. So, literally, what I'm trying to say is the sin doesn't steal your identity. Your identity is lost after the sin. If you go back to that, it says after they ate the apple, what happened? Their eyes were open. So then
Hmm.
they noticed that they were naked. They noticed that they were flawed in life. They lost their identity when God made them and blew his spirit into them and told them, you are my child. You are marvelously and
Hmm.
wonderful made how you are right now. But when
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
act, they ate it, they were still good. They were still in identity. But after they noticed and they had to what? They had to cover up because they were in shame, bro. Like I gotta make this point clear to y'all because a lot of us think the sin is what caused our identity to be stolen. It's what happens
Hmm.
afterwards. It's just like when you get on a website and you put your information in. When you put your information in, it's not right there when your identity is stolen. It's what happened after,
Mm.
when someone else comes in and they take it from you. You get
Woo.
it? Like, I gotta get that out to y'all, bro. I wanted to make that point clear, bro.
Hey.
We're going back to the meat and bone of this whole thing, bro.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Hey, see, one of the craziest things, and I don't think we think about it, is that when you're alone and you're the most vulnerable, right? Like, why didn't Eve consult Adam? Like, hey,
Ooh.
Adam, this is what the serpent said. Mm, mm. In my mind, I think Eve was in a different place, and what started to speak into her mind, she couldn't understand because it didn't make sense to her at the time, right? So she thought that, hey, God did say that, right? See, the enemy's so smooth, man. He know the words of the Bible just like you do. My bad. He know the words of the Bible better than you do. Y'all do know the enemy was an angel, right? So he was up there with God, right? And so he knows this word so smoothly that he'll spit it back to you with a remix to it.
Oh, that's
And
good.
see, if you don't know your identity, that remix gonna sound great.
Yeah.
See, that remix gonna start sounding like, well, God did say he'll forgive me. So I'm gonna continue doing this sin. I'm not ready to fully get rid of it yet. I'm gonna dibble, I'm gonna jump in and out every now and then. See, this is how your identity, when you dibble and dab, you're you're throwing your information out there on the internet. It's like you putting your Facebook post with your social security number, your date of birth, your first grade teacher's name, your mama's maiden name, and you're posting it every 15 minutes.
That's good.
And you're sitting here wondering, well, why does my identity keep, why I can't get credit? Why I can't get this? You made yourself vulnerable, right? So
Mhm.
I'm gonna rewind what I just said. Every time you go look at porn, every
Yeah.
time that you call that ex back up, right? Every time that you get mad at somebody, you want to curse them out and all this other. See, you dibbling, dabbling, you throwing your identity back out there because see, God brought you along this journey, and God already told you what you should do when that ex calls. Hey, I'm not on this path with you no more. I'm following God. It's time. Hey, this our last conversation, right? Or let me not cuss you out. Let me pray for you.
That's
What's
good.
the real issue here? See, that's when you start to walk into your identity. Like I told y'all with my testimony earlier, my son was speaking something that he don't even know about. See, the enemy is trying to steal his identity. But see, that's why God empowered me and made me a steward over my son so that I can lead him back to God,
Oh, that's
to
good. That's
where his
strong right there, bro.
identity came from. See, we get away from where our identity came from. We Eve went to the serpent. The serpent came to Eve and she went right back to the serpent. I'm like, well, yeah, you're right. Hey,
Yeah.
Adam, God said, hey, take this. Instead of like what Jesus did, see, God erased what Eve did. I don't think people really understand this thing.
Man, that's good,
See,
bro.
when the enemy spoke to Jesus when he got baptized and he was in the wilderness with him, every time the enemy spoke something to God, spoke something to Jesus and tried to tell him, tried to change his identity, he said,
Yeah.
it is written. My father said, man should not live by bread alone. Meaning that I don't have to emotionally starve because I'm already satisfied by the word. I'm already washed in the word. So anything that you're trying to offer me is false. Let's go, bro.
Bro, like you gotta understand, like everything you saying is like leading up to like it's so good. Because if you go back to that verse, like the first line, that the serpent was the craftiest of all animal. So the
Man.
Satan used the devil used that one, and all he did was trick and deceive. All he was is a hacker, just like online with your
Mhm.
information. Hey man, how you doing today? We got this special going on. All we gonna need is this, and that. You sitting on the phone like, you need my social? Man, how can I trust y'all? Well, hey, here's our little slogan at the bottom. We're ran by Better Bureau Business. Oh, y'all, oh, okay, cool. That's like what the serpent did. Like, All he
Yeah,
did,
yeah.
his tactics were based on lies, pretense, and deception, right? Literally, that's all he did. His goal was simple. It was to
Yeah.
destroy the confidence of Adam and Eve. The same thing he does with you and your identity. It's to destroy
Mhm.
your confidence. Don't forget John 10:10. What is his plan? To literally steal, kill, and destroy. Steal your identity, kill your
Mm.
identity, and then destroy it. That's all his plan is. We tend to forget what the devil has plans to do. If you can keep that in
Mhm.
your head and remember, oh man, I know what he's
Yeah.
trying to do. He has a tactic going on right now on my identity, right? This
Mhm.
thing has
Yep.
happened all the way back in the garden, and you got to remember like his actions were motivated because he was jealous. He was
Mm.
jealous. Why?
Mm.
He said it earlier because God called Adam and Eve his children. He called you and me his childs of God. And Satan was jealous. Like, this can't happen. So let me go in here and speak that slick stuff. You sure he said you can't eat from any tree? Well, and she had him. She said, nah, we can't do that. We can't eat from the one in the middle. And he said, it ain't gonna kill you though. I know. But we
Mm.
didn't she didn't think about like, how do you know? Like, she didn't ask him, did you taste it? Why you can't see? Why you not like God if you telling me? So like this,
Mm.
that identity was gone. But that first part I wanted to make, bro, was it takes two, because you play a part in your identity being
Right.
stolen. Like he
Big
said, you
fact.
keep making yourself vulnerable. You keep throwing little dibs and dab, your social here. You putting your whole birth name, whole birth date on there. You done gave your favorite pet last name, your mama maiden name. Like it
Right.
takes two
Right.
for your
Right.
identity to be stolen. So this is why I had to bring you all the way back to the beginning, man. Because
Yeah.
I'm telling you
Yeah.
right now, my identity being stolen wasn't the first one. It happened all
Man.
the way back,
What?
bro. Man, dog,
What?
I had to go there because this thing is so good, bro. Like it's so good, bro. Man,
Bro,
I
I
don't know.
can you
Go ahead,
know the
go ahead.
worst part. You know the worst part about identity theft, bro. And shout out to, you know what I'm saying, all my Africans, but them doggone Nigerian prince kings that be offering me royalties and I got a whole palace somewhere. See, y'all, hey, if y'all listening, you need to stop. Okay? It's 2022. Stop, man. Because I know I know my lineage. All right. I could be tied to some kings and queens, but trust and believe, I don't have to send you money for you to send me any money. Okay? Y'all caught what I said? The enemy is gonna tell you, hey man, it's all right. Go and jump out there. You're gonna be all right when you, hey, if you join me, it's gonna be okay. I'll give you riches, I'll give you everything
Yo,
your heart desire. He
man,
offered this to Jesus.
big
But
time.
see, what the enemy don't tell you when you get your identity stolen is the consequences behind it.
Yo,
See, you don't know the end of the story, right? See, Eve didn't know that all of humanity was gonna have to live and be. Now we're gonna be born into sin.
yo,
See, for the ladies, Eve didn't know that y'all hot girl summer will be on all sometimes a month out every month, and that every time y'all bear a child, it hurt.
city
See,
girls down
she
again.
didn't know none of that, right? She didn't know none of that. See, when you send that money to the enemy, and he said, "I'll send you $1 billion back if you just send me $5,000," or hey, if you follow me, I'll give you that man that you want in your life. You follow
That's good.
me, I'll give you that job that you want. I'll take it from that same woman you don't like. Hey, everything over here with me is fun. Oh, everything over there with God is boring. See, that Nigerian is lying to you. Hang up. Delete your email. I don't care what you gotta do. Like, you gotta stop, man.
That's good.
Let's go, bro.
That's so funny, bro. And my wife put in the chat like everybody doing this. What's the thing called? Ancestry, and everybody finding out they like
Yeah.
53% Nigerian. Then the people
From the
calling, they're like, "Oh,
Congo.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I'm about to sign up right now." And then
Right.
bam, next thing you know, your Cash App is gone, and they just stole like
Done.
$900 from your Cash App. Like,
Done.
man, like this identity theft is real out here, man. And like we
Mm-hmm.
said, man, spiritually, your identity could be stolen, bro. Like I
Exactly.
wanna dive into something else, man, because this is where we about to get. this is what we're about to get personal, man. You know,
Do it.
every day we wake up and we sitting up here praying, God, keep the devil off me. Satan,
Mm,
get behind me.
mm,
I'm in front of thee. We saying all these things our grandma used to say, and you know, all
right.
that type of stuff. And then we
Yeah.
end it with amen. We forget literally we forget that the Bible is telling us that we need to be fighting two other enemies other than the devil. Like there are two other enemies other than the devil that we need to be praying for other than Satan get behind me in the morning. You forgot that the Bible told you that you need to be fighting the world and your
Mm,
flesh.
mm.
Oh, this about to
Both
get
of
good,
'em.
y'all.
Let's go,
And
man.
if y'all don't believe me, I had to make sure because I know some of y'all like I don't remember that part.
Fact
Literally,
check me.
want to know what they said that you was gonna be fighting the world. Romans 12:2. Do not conform to the patterns of what this world, but be transformed by renewing your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good and perfect will. Right?
Mm,
That's literally Him telling
perfect.
you, do not be fighting. You're gonna be fighting the world. Now you talking about the flesh. Galatians 5:19-21. The acts of the flesh are obvious: sexual immortality, impurity,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
adultery, and witchcraft, hatred, jealousy, fits of
Mm,
rage, selfish ambitions, like envy, drunkenness, like all these
mm,
things. I warn you, I forewarned you, as I did
mm.
before, that those who live like this will not inherit the kingdom of God.
Whew, man.
Golly. So God is literally saying, like, I know y'all out here praying that Satan need to get behind y'all, but who woke up this morning and said, hey, world, don't come at me today. Flesh
Mm,
behind me. Like, see, all of these things we have let become attached to our name.
mm,
This
mm,
is where I'm about to
mm.
hit y'all at.
Let's
Point
get it.
2. We have made our names bigger than our identity.
Mm.
Y'all ain't get that.
Hey, run that back, bro.
We have made our names bigger
Yeah.
than our identity. See, the
Mm-hmm.
reason why I'm saying that is because all those things I said, all these struggles, all these like things you done been through, you have attached them to your name.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Let me give y'all a hot moment. The
Mm.
biggest one I've ever dealt with in my life is shame. Shame
Yeah,
is
yeah.
one of the biggest things you can attach to your name. It's the same thing that Adam and Eve went through the garden when they noticed that they were naked. They were ashamed of their flaws. Adam, I don't want you
Mm.
looking at these dimples right now. So let me put some fig leaves around here, right? Adam may not have the six pack, so he threw some fig leaves on. For me, mine was shame. Y'all already know the story. I was abused. I went through all that, but y'all don't know after. See,
Mm.
like the sin happened, but it was after that got me. Then it was the
Yeah,
after where my identity was lost.
yeah.
Literally, I was being abused, and that got me. But I wanted to prove to the world that I was normal. I wanted to prove that I was a worldly boy. So I then
Mm.
got into porn because I thought it was
Whew.
worldly. Then after that, I started having sex just to be having it, not knowing what I'm doing and not knowing what it caused in the long run, like Eve
Man.
did when she ate the apple. I just wanted to be regular. I wanted to
Yeah.
be the world. So I let the world try to attach something to my name. Oh, Jamarcus, you out here doing your thing. It was attached to my name. I didn't want the
Mm.
shame there, right? See, what I'm trying to tell you, I was in all type of different places, smoking what I shouldn't have been smoking, handling guns and all these type things. There's many of stories. I was in places and doing things that I would not want my son doing today. Isn't it
Yes, sir.
crazy that you did things back in the day that you wouldn't even want your kids to do? All the
Mm.
things that you were proud of then, like, oh boy, you knocking them off, you doing your thing. You wouldn't want your son to act the same way. That's because shame is attached to your name. That's because you made your name bigger than your identity. I didn't want my name being attached that I was a punk, that I was soft, that because
Mm.
of what happened to me is because who I am. So I lost my identity. I started acting brand new, as the old people say. I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
be somebody that I wasn't. See, I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to get that point very clear, bro, because it ties right back into what we talked about in the beginning. It's
Yep.
happening afterwards. So, E, before I turn it over to you, I gotta ask y'all, have y'all really listened and read about the miracles that happened in the Bible? Like, did you really like listen and read?
Mm-hmm.
If you ever notice in the Bible, their conditions were attached to them by the world. The man who had leprosy, the woman who had a bleeding problem. You got to think, Jesus never said none of these things. It was what the world was saying that these people had a problem too, right? Jesus only cared about the identity of these people, not their name. He didn't care about none of those things, right? If you think about like the verse, bro, he was it's really important. The miracle that he called, he didn't call them about what they were going through. He only cared about the faith that they had inside and the identity of who they were. Bro, that's so important.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so good because I
Yeah.
need y'all to understand you don't need to make your name bigger than your identity, because if you do, you already lost. It's already gone. Oh man, let's go, bro.
Hey, I hope y'all caught all of that, man, because that is so true, bro. Like I live that same lifestyle. Like I was doing stuff
Yo,
at a
bro.
younger age, like just and the crazy part is like I had no desire to do it. I just did it.
Oh, that's good.
Right? Like we get hey man, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say it, and you might not like what I got to say right now, and it's okay because I know my identity, right?
Yeah.
So it really don't matter what you feel. I'm just giving you the word, and God said to do it. This thing called culture. See, culture gets your identity stolen. See, our kids, and I never understood why my mom did, like they didn't really let me do a whole lot. Like it was some things they were trying to protect me from. But see, I got exposed to it at an early age through older cousins. And now that created, see, what I got exposed to back when I was a kid now created a problem in my adulthood. Right? My identity got stolen. Innocence. See, kids have innocence. They don't know nothing. Right? And I'm not saying they're not smart kids, but they're like Adam and Eve before they bit the apple.
Yeah, childlike.
They don't understand good and evil. It's like my son right now with one of my wife's best friends' kid. They in daycare together, and he's like, "That's my cousin." Like he don't know the difference between they ain't your bloodline, so technically ain't your cousin, right?
Yeah.
But see, they don't understand that. And the moment I'm gonna say it, Disney, all these other channels, like the internet, like the more you let them be more susceptible to that stuff, the more their identity gets stolen. So now they grow up confused.
Yeah.
Something happens to them. And now you wonder, like, why my child always in the room by themselves? They don't never want to come out. They barely eat. They barely say anything. Like it's something that something about them is not right. Right. So you can't leave them out there to the world to be susceptible to telling them who their identity is.
Oh, there you go, bro.
Hey, all y'all Lil Wayne fans, I was one too, but thank God I just didn't roll with the crowd. But there are some kids that act like Lil Wayne. My little cousin used to be biggest Boosie fan ever, right? Wanted to be like Boosie, listen to Boosie all the time. But you can tell how Boosie affected his lifestyle because it encouraged his decision making. See, as your identity is stolen, see, the enemy encouraged Eve's decision making.
Yeah.
It changed the trajectory of history. So you gotta understand, like, you can't leave yourself out here for that kind of stuff, man. Like, bro, your story is amazing. But see, your testimony is gonna change somebody to recognize their identity again.
Yeah, that's the biggest part right there.
That's the biggest part, bro. Because like we can't, like, I know people want to sit in silence and like you said, they get attached to these things called shame, depression. See, those are not what God said about you. Those are none of your name.
Nothing.
Like I'm a player. No, don't call me player. Call me by my name.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Don't call me, man, Eric. Then like he the biggest. This. No. I'm not the biggest. Nothing. I'm the biggest person that's following Christ and going into this word to get fed every day.
Oh, that's good,
like
bro.
that, I don't want them names that y'all try to give me. Like, fellas, hey, public service now. It's not cool to have 15 women on your phone and you done smashed all of them, and all of them want to fight because they want you. Bro, you're not cool. Your identity is stolen.
Yeah, let's go, bro.
Hey, ladies, if you out here, and I'm sorry, I know y'all gonna be like, well, it's my body. But hey, if you got to show all your body to get that man, your identity is stolen.
Yeah.
I can't sugarcoat it, bro.
Hey,
I'm
bro,
sorry.
like I feel you. Like I think like because people are gonna only hear that part and they miss the part where you said that was the most important artist. Like when I gave you those verses about the world and the flesh, and you're not only just fighting Satan in these
Man.
battles, like you gotta understand, man, the world can steal your identity, man. If you even your flesh can steal it, but you got to get to the point of, okay, what happened to get me here? Like, even for me, like everything that happened, it was the enemy that came in and whispered something about shame and was like, hey, you don't want shame attached to your name, so you need to go out here and prove yourself. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. He was trying to
So,
tell me that
whew.
shame was attached to my name. Nowhere in the Bible does God call anybody shameful. Nowhere in the Bible does he call me a player. Nowhere in the Bible does he call me like he doesn't say any of those things.
Oh,
So like you can't let this world steal your identity. Like
man.
like he was talking about with the kids. If they're getting more words from the world than you, I'm telling you
Ooh.
right now, their identity is
Ooh.
about to get it's compromised.
Hijack.
We ain't gonna say stolen yet, but it's compromised. You're gonna have
Facts.
to go in there and do a lot of work. And then on
Facts.
top of that, if your word ain't coming from the Bible and you only
Ooh.
giving your word, now you
Dang.
extra compromising. We got this thing in the thing called OPSEC in the Navy where we
Yes,
say
sir.
loose lips sink ships. Like I'm trying to tell you, if your lips is loose and it ain't tightened up by the Bible, you about to sink your whole family ship. Like that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like the
Man.
world is out here to get your identity. Your own flesh is out here to get your identity. If you're listening to yourself more than listening and getting your instructions from this Bible, bro, I'm telling you right now, your identity is about to get stolen. I'll get real deep with y'all. There were so many times I sat in the room, in a dark room, isolated. Who was I like? Eve, by myself, sitting there talking to myself like, bro, I don't want to cut on this channel, but I'm here to prove to myself that I'm not gay.
Yeah.
I'm being real with y'all right now. I'm gonna get deep with y'all right now. I talked to myself thousands of times. I was so afraid to tell my friends anything that happened to me because I didn't want to get judged. I wanted to be accepted by who? The world, not by him. I'm giving y'all this goodness so nobody else can go through this thing. But I sat isolated by myself. I didn't even, some of my friends probably would have said, bro, it's going to be okay. You'll be all right. We know who you are. But I didn't want to take the chance of losing them or losing anybody that I love. So I isolated myself. The same thing Eve did. And I let this hacker come in. I let this job talking turkey, as the old people say, come in and grab all my information. He had everything from me. Social, maiden name, when I cried, when everything happened with the abuse. He had all the bad talks I had. And he said, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, I got a deal for you. I can give you all your desires, like he said. All you got to go out here is be a player. All you got to do is start watching porn and all that, and you'll be good money for your entire life. And I did not think about what down the line was about to happen. How much my life was about to be pornography. How much my life was about to be just about sex. Like anything that anybody dealt with me, now I got a new identity. I was trying to lose shame and got a new identity and was only going to be judged off sex. Anything that anybody needed from me, sexualize it. So now I got a new name with shame. Now you can add my middle name as sex. So I was shameful sex, and then I got another last name. Like I'm trying to tell you, the devil would change your entire name. From Jamarcus Dwayne Collins to shameful sex, and then another last name after that. You could put liar, you could put cheater. I don't know, whatever.
Man, come on with it, bro.
He gave me a whole new name.
Come on with it, bro.
Off the world that I was going into. I'm trying to get y'all to understand how this thing happens and where it happens from, bro. Like, you cannot let your name be bigger than your identity, bro. Oh,
hey,
bro,
I got one more point to all of that, bro. That's so good. I heard from I think I sent you the video on it, bro, from Pastor Stephen Darby, bro.
Yeah.
He said something. He said something that changed my life, man. When I say it changed my life, y'all haven't checked him out, please go check him out. But he said when the flesh of the man starts out talking the spirit of the man, the
Oh
soul of the man gonna follow.
man, say that one more time.
I gotta break it down slower because I need y'all to get this. When the flesh of the man starts overpowering, over talking the spirit of the man,
Okay.
the soul follows.
Oh man, that's good. Break that down,
If
bro.
your fleshly desires, porn, drugs,
Yeah.
whatever your hiccup is, your hang up is, if you're not filled with this word, that spirit man is gonna hit what the spirit gonna say to you, the Holy Spirit gonna speak to you, you're not gonna hear it. The flesh is gonna be so loud that the soul is like, hey man, I'm gonna go with him because you ain't saying that. Right?
Mm.
It's just like a chick when she in the club and Poindexter walks up to her and she don't know he got multi-millions of dollars and he's a great brother and he wants a family, he wants, you know what I'm saying, following God and lead her in the right direction.
Yeah.
But he don't look as cool or as strong as Jamal over here. But Jamal over here, you know what I'm saying, six pack with the wavy hair, probably a light skinned brother. I'm gonna just throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? What these women desire and fantasize, right? But see, y'all don't know he gonna steer you down a path of using drugs, being depressed, and all this other stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, flesh of man, Jamal, soul of man, Poindexter. I mean, spirit of man, Poindexter. Female, soul. Guess who she going with when she don't know no better?
Mm.
I'm sorry, let me not say she don't know no better. When she don't know her identity.
There you go, bro. Man.
She going with Jamal every time, right? And you can switch up the names because I went with Lisa Ray. Oh, I'm sorry, Diamond from Players Club. I went with Diamond, right? I, I didn't I didn't go with Keisha over here, who's going to be a doctor someday, because she was
Yeah.
too boring for me. See,
Yep.
my identity was just like you, bro. Mine was put on sex because that's all I was taught was to be a player, have plenty of women, have sex, make sure everything. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I was taught. So my soul went with the player every time.
That's good, bro.
Every time. So I'm gonna break it down again. I pray y'all get this. When the flesh of the man starts overpowering the spirit, the Holy Spirit talking to the man, the God-fearing
Yeah.
man that God made you, the fearfully wonderful man that God made you, or woman, right? The soul is going to follow the flesh.
Man.
You have to deny this flesh daily, kill it, dead, every day. I'm sorry.
Every day.
Every day. You got to deny this thing. That's why God said fast and pray. Y'all think this fasting is about food. No, you got to starve your body. What you're fasting from is the desires of the flesh.
That's good, bro.
So that the spirit of the man can talk. So that the Holy Spirit can come in and really minister to you. So that
Bro.
your soul won't follow. Let's go, bro.
That's so
Man, I
good.
told
bro.
you, bro. This thing
That's
here,
so
man. I'm
good
telling
because, like,
y'all.
literally you was talking
Whew.
about the flesh again, and I told you that's one of your enemies, and you just made it so clear. And the Bible does say that your flesh has to die daily. Pick up your
Daily.
cross daily. Like he's trying to
Daily.
tell you, don't even think about pick up your cross. Pick up the Holy Spirit daily, because you're gonna
Daily.
need this thing daily. If you only praying to fight your flesh weekly or monthly, bro, you're already behind the
You're
power
done.
curve. Because I'm telling y'all right now, when I told y'all I used to talk to myself, bro, your flesh will eat you alive. Like it will
Ooh.
eat you alive. We already talked about how everything that flows from the heart is what's on Front Street in the last podcast. Like I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, that's where everything comes from. That's why your flesh is so powerful. I gotta make y'all understand, bro. Like literally, do not make
Means
your
you're no
name
good.
different than your identity. If you think about it, man, if you really want to dive deep into this, bro, and think about this real quick, the verse that literally says a table is made for you in front of your own enemies, right? You know, a lot of us, are gonna miss the reservation because we're looking under the wrong name. Like this is how big you done made your name. Like he said, a
Ooh, that's
table
so
will
good.
be made for you.
Good.
He didn't say a table will be made for your name. He said a table will be
Yeah.
named for you. A lot of us are
Yeah.
gonna miss our reservation because we're looking under the wrong name. Like you gotta understand this. Are you raising your hand when the waiter calls out Redeemer? No, that ain't my name. Are you raising your hand when he calls out Child of God? No, I'm still looking for Jamarcus. That's what I'm looking for. Or I'm still looking for sex or shameful or whatever. Are you raising your hand when he calls out Marvelous One, Blessed, the one that I left for the 99, Apple of my eye? Like you don't even know your own name. You don't even know your own identity because you made your name higher. See, I don't want you to. I don't want to listen for Jamarcus no more. That's not what God is calling me. No, that ain't what Jesus is calling me. Right now, He is whispering on like in God's ear right now about Redeemer. That's you. I'm telling you right now, He's calling out to you. Apple of my eye, marvelously one, wonderfully made, child of God, whatever it is, that is your name. Don't miss it because you still listen for Jamarcus. Man, matter of fact, my name wasn't even on them pencils back in the day anyway. So I never liked my name anyway. So I could drop it today and I'm still good because the identity God gave for me is a child of God. He gave me a redeemer. That should be my story all the way till I get to the kingdom. When I make it there, he's literally going to say, boy, you went through a lot. You did a lot. I'm telling you right now, you did a lot. You went through so much, but I was here and I wanted you to know the name that I wrote down in there. I had Redeemer. That's what I had for you. I kept laughing with God the entire time, saying, this boy right here, he gonna be a redeemer. Like I'm trying to tell y'all, a lot of y'all y'all not gonna get y'all reservation because you're gonna miss the name that God is calling out for you. Don't think that the name that the enemy put down is what's about to be on your reservation table. Like I need y'all to understand that, bro, because it's so important.
So
That
good.
table made for you verse shook me up because the entire time I'm thinking I'm gonna be walking in this dining room table dressed good from head to toe, gators on feet, and I'm gonna be looking for my name on this table that says Jamarcus. God shook me and he said, that ain't even your name. That's the name the world gave you. I don't call you that. I don't call you that. I call you so much more. You got to understand, bro, like you said all the time, God has so much more. Why would he call you by your basic, regular name? I don't care what your name is, Shatiqua, Loctavia, Darnell, Bartholomew. It's basic. It's basic to God. It's so basic. That's regular. Why? Because the world made it. Anything the world makes, God think that it's regular. But the name he has for you is so much more. You can't go out in the world and somebody gonna write down on your birth certificate Redeemer. They'll laugh at you if you name your kid Redeemer. The world will make fun of a child's name if their name was Redeemer. Just think about that real quick. If you had a baby today and you named your daughter Redeemer, you know how much laughter she would get at school? Because it's not normal. It's not of this world. That's something that somebody else will come and think of. Bro, this thing is good, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, if y'all didn't know, man, the disciples, all their names got changed. Like Jesus already had a name for them. Because you know why? Because he wanted them to disassociate with the identity that everybody else gave. How good is that? Like how good is that? How good is that? Like he gave him new names. Y'all remember the what was his name? Old Killing Paul. He said, "Nah, you're gonna be Saul. Matter of fact, you're gonna go preach the word for me."
Man, bro.
You're gonna be one of my greatest disciples. See, everybody else know you by Paul. They attach you. Ooh, that's good. They know you by your past. See, they know E-Dub, right? They know E-Dub from what E-Dub used to do back in the day. I'm here to tell y'all, my name is Chosen One, Child of God, Follower of Christ. Okay. See, y'all know me from the stuff I used to do. And see, though, this is why God said, don't be in the world, right? He said, be in the world, but not of the world, right?
Yeah.
Here's the of part. Who you used to be, the world will judge you for that. That's the of. Being in the world, you are a new creation. God has made you new. So now you can be in the world to shine the new light that he gave you.
Yeah.
See your name and your real name. You know your real name now.
That's so good,
You don't have to go by, like my brother told y'all, shame, guilt, depression. See, all those things that we try to medicate with medicine these days, y'all don't need no medicine. Y'all need that word. You need to know who you are. Your child ain't got ADHD. I know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. Like y'all ain't got the light when I got to say it.
Yeah, yeah.
Your child ain't got ADHD. Your child just needs some time and patience. See, God made you a steward and a shepherd. Shepherds are patient.
All day with sheep, patience.
All day with sheep. Sheep go. Yeah, I know, Mr. And shouts out to Mr. Donald Baker because he brought this home for us, man. Sheep are blind. Like they can't even see that far. Kids don't see past the things that they want. So that's why they are sheep. You can't see past your name. That's why you're a sheep. And I hate to tell you, if you don't figure out who you are and your identity in Christ, you're gonna be sheep to the slaughter. It's in the Bible.
It's there, bro. For real,
It's,
for real.
tell
It's in
you're
there.
gonna be. I'm just giving y'all what the word say. I didn't know I was going. God would let me go to the slaughter because I didn't know my name.
That's good.
Because I made a deal with the enemy and he gave me all this lavish lifestyle here on earth, but it's not in heaven. See, y'all are thinking about the right now. Your identity is everlasting to everlasting because that's who gave it to you.
Man, that's good, bro. Oh, that's bro. That's good, bro. Like for real, for real. Like I don't even know if y'all caught that. That boy said like sheep are blind. Like your kids can't see past the popsicles, TV time, and all that. You're no different from them. You can't see past this new job. Me trying to be a millionaire.
Your
Me
flesh.
like me trying to get married before I'm 30 because my mama said I gotta do
Come
it.
on,
Me
man.
trying
Come
to have
on. Talk
kids
to
and a
him, bro.
family because my sisters and all my brothers got it. Like me
Talk
trying
to him, bro.
me trying to be a player because all my friends is player. Like you can't see past that, so you sheep. You lost. Your identity is gone. They spray painted on your. Hold on. They spray painted on your beautiful wool that you had. All those things, and now you sheep to the slaughter. Like that, bro. That was so good. And the entire time, God and Jesus is up there like shepherds, and they patient, and they just doing it. But here on earth, we not patient at all. Like, nope, I can't do it. So I need to rush this thing through. Like, and that's so we done talked about that so many times, bro. But I want to give y'all this because I want y'all to know that there's we gonna go in this series so good, and there's so much more we gonna dive into that we can go so much with this, and we gonna hit y'all with shockers and all that. But I want to give y'all some good news because Matthew 19:26 says this. Jesus looked at them intently. So that means he was looking at them to me like, here we go again. But I'm okay. Listen, please, before y'all mess this up. He said this. Humanly speaking, it's impossible. But with God, everything is possible. Man, that verse is so good. He said, humanly speaking, of the world, it's impossible for you to get this. But with me and God, there ain't nothing impossible. Everything is possible. So what I'm trying to tell you right now, this identity that you lost and you thought you wasn't going to get back, the world will tell you it's impossible. But through me, if you come through me, everything is possible, bro. You got it all. And I don't even want to dive into this because this is a whole other podcast. But I wanted to give y'all that good news before we end this thing because I need y'all to get this word tonight. Like I know this was somebody because this show was with me. From the day E came on after that podcast and said identity theft, God has been hitting me in my back. He been knocking against my head, saying, boy, this is something you dealt with and you probably still dealing with. But I'm telling you right now, everything is possible. Man, like I
Yeah.
need y'all to understand that.
Yeah.
Just don't make your name bigger than your identity. Like
That's
E hit
good,
y'all
bro.
with it, man. Don't be of this world. Your world and your flesh is gonna get you every single time.
Woo.
We thinking it's just Satan. I'm telling y'all, we thinking it's just Satan. This world will get you quick. I'm a straight up product of it. I'll tell y'all right now, who I was a product of the world. Who I am today, that's God on me. I don't know how simple to make it. If you want to be a product of the world, your
That's good.
identity gonna be gone, and you're gonna be answering the names that's
Good.
not even yours. And nobody like answering the name. Let somebody call you out your name right now. Let somebody,
Woo.
black people, let somebody call you the N word. You heated. You ready to go. Let somebody call you out your name.
Mm.
Why y'all been letting it happen all this time and y'all ain't mad yet?
Mm.
Satan been calling you out your name your entire life and you ain't got mad. Today is the day to get mad. Let's go, bro. God, you on one on this one, dude.
Yo, that's yo. Y'all better get this, man. Like y'all got to. Like, understand that your name means nothing. I'm sorry. Your name means nothing. Everybody like on my name, like on what? It ain't standing on nothing. Your name ain't on no foundation. It's weak. It's like your name is saying to what? It's nothing. I'm sorry. But when you stand on the word of your father and who your father told you were, it's hard for somebody to come back and tell you who you is.
Man.
You can't tell me I was. You can't. People call me E-Dub all day, and I know that's who they associate me with, and that's who they know. But see, internally, that's not who I am.
Yeah.
I'm not the same guy no more, man. Sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Like I'm gonna walk in this light that God gave me, man. I done ran from it too long. It's time out. Like it's time out. So if you don't know who you are, get in that word. Let God tell you. Let God minister to you. I'm gonna tell y'all that word don't change, man. I know people be like, man, they done changed the Bible up, man. It got better than me every time I read it.
Yeah.
Sorry. You can say what you want. There might be some books, like, some books missing. It's a whole different topic, but that word ain't changed. That word helped me find my identity. See,
Ooh.
when it comes to identity theft, there are companies that will give you coverage.
They ain't ready for that one. We ain't even there yet. I'm telling
We're gonna dive into that
yeah, bro.
later.
I'm
But
telling you. Hey
that
man,
company go ahead.
y'all gotta stick with us and follow through us. I've never begged
Oh
y'all to
man.
like get on one, but
Woo! About to
man,
be
bro,
good.
I need y'all to follow
About to
us
be
and
good.
share this
About to be
one,
good.
this whole series. If y'all ain't ever listened to any of the series, I need y'all on this one because
About to be good.
bro, this identity thing, it's really, really big and it's
Yeah.
really, really tough, dog.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling y'all, as soon as he said it, God, like he struck me with it, man. And he was he was about to dive into one, and that's so, bro. We about to go off on this one. I'm telling y'all right now. If you ain't on one, if y'all miss this one, I'm telling y'all
Yo,
about to miss one crazy because this one about to be
look,
good. That's all I gotta say.
look, we look. I'm telling you, this series we coming with how to fix it, how to correct it, the alerts you can set. Like I'm telling y'all, insurance you can put on it. Like
Hey,
there are companies you can call when you can't do it yourself. They'll give you insurance before it even happens. Man, we're gonna go deep
we
into
hitting
this one,
y'all with
man.
the techniques they made easy.
Like,
Bro. Y'all gotta stick with us, man. I'm about to have fun with this one, man. For real, we gotta have fun, man.
yeah.
Bro,
But hey,
this,
man, this one is we setting the tone now.
yeah,
And y'all might have not liked a lot of things that we said, and that's okay. But if it interrupted your spirit, your identity is already in the process of being compromised. That's why you upset. You ain't mad at Eric and Jamarcus. You mad at God and His Word, and that ain't even you. That ain't even in your identity.
nope.
You don't even know. That's not even you. You look in the mirror, man. See, we gonna come with a great movie trailer. That's what it was, bro. From the Matrix, the new one.
Yeah,
See,
that's what it was.
if
That's what
y'all haven't even seen it, right, we're gonna set the scene real quick, but we ain't gonna dive into it. part of the movie, Neo didn't even know who he was. He didn't know that the Matrix had changed his identity.
That's what it was.
That's why God said, "Be in the world, not of the world." The world will change your identity so many times that when the Holy Spirit come with a blessing to give to you, He don't know who you are. That's a whole nother podcast right there. But we ain't gonna dive into it. We love y'all.
Yeah.
God, thank you for this word. I pray that it touch whoever needs this soul, whoever needs their soul touch right now, who don't know themselves. I pray that you minister to them and they heard you and not us. That's my prayer for the night. And man, look, if y'all need to be prayed over, prayed on, we got y'all. Hit us in the inbox, email, we everywhere. All right. God is doing something. I'm excited, man. I'm excited, man.
Too, bro.
God is doing something with this one, man. And I'm telling y'all, this is about to change the trajectory of your life. I promise you, if your life doesn't change, and I don't make promises, and I feel like the pastor that get up there and they preach a good word about prosperity. And look, we about to send the collection plate. Nah, I feel I'm just I ain't feeling good. But this word is good, man, because it helped me recognize who I was, man. And when I looked in that mirror and saw that God loved me, that's all I needed, man. And my life changed. Bro. It's been changed ever since. So catch this one on replay. Go back and listen to it. Subscribe, share, like, love. Send it to your grandma, your auntie, everybody, your side chick, so that both of y'all identities can come back. You know what I'm saying? We here to save souls, man. That's all.
Yeah.
So until next time, be blessed. Hey, cover your identity, man.